In this day and age, there is so much yoga online, and a lot of it's free. How do we, as yoga teachers and new yoga teachers specifically, stand out among the crowd, the oversaturated market of yoga teachers? Here's where I'm going to help you out a little bit with a little homework assignment. This is a way that you can find clarity in your yoga business. And if you don't consider yourself a business, please wrap your head around the fact that you are now your own independent yoga teacher business owner. And if you're online and wanting to sell your classes, if you're making any money whatsoever or have plans to, then you are a business. And so let's get more specific. And the way that we find more people that are attracted to us, that we can sell, is by getting very specific, is to narrow your audience. And there's a couple ways you could do this. A lot of people teach on this. Some people call it finding your yoga niche or niche. Some people talk about your dream client or thinking about your dream student. I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to do it a way that focuses first on us. Instead of focusing on your dream student and what you're offering them, think about yourself. So what I want you to do in this little homework assignment to help you find clarity and to find a specific audience to serve is to think about 5 things or styles of yoga that you personally love to practice or teach. Think about what you love. I've got a few right here, so I'll actually give you an example. 5 things that I love to practice or teach in regards to yoga, because that is my chosen career path, is I love to teach and practice handstands. There's one. I love and absolutely love practicing in the morning. So morning movement, it sets up my day. It's great. I call it morning movement and meditation. So I love practicing anything leading up to handstands. I love morning movement and meditation. I also love training new yoga teacher trainees. I like 200-hour yoga trainings, and I like to fill the gap or close the gap between yoga practitioner and someone who's starting their yoga journey. I also like to teach about online marketing and business for yoga teachers. That's one thing that also lights me up. With a background in graphic design, I can't hide the fact that I am a graphic designer and marketing professional by profession. And I'm also a yoga studio owner. So I've got, was that 5 or 6? Handstands, morning movements, yoga teacher trainings, online graphic design for yoga teachers, and I'm a yoga studio owner. So those are 5 things that I enjoy teaching or practicing. And yours might be 5 different styles of yoga. Yours might be something combined with yoga, like I had my graphic design and marketing. So you'll have to choose 5 things. All right, so you got your 5 things? Okay, perfect. Let's narrow it down a little bit more. Now what I want you to do is pick the two that stand out the most. In other words, if you were to wake up one day and say, and someone told you that you could never do that again, you could never practice that yoga style, or you could never offer that again, how would it make you feel? How would it make you feel? So I'll go down my list. I love to practice handstands. I do. Awesome. If I could never do a handstand again though, I wouldn't be that disappointed. That'd be okay, because I know that handstands are not the key to enlightenment or a longer and healthier and happier life. I like them, but I could live without them. Then I've got morning movement and meditation. That's something that if I woke up one day and I could never move my body in the morning again for my 10-minute routine, I'd be very upset. So I'm actually going to circle that one, because that's a very important aspect of my life. And then I've got new yoga teacher trainees, my 200-hour trainings. As much as I love them, I know that I could wake up one day, if I didn't teach 200-hour yoga teacher trainings ever again, that'd be okay. I mean, there are other ways, other things I could do to teach trainees. I don't need to lead 200 hours. So that's something I could probably live without as well. The next one, marketing for yoga teachers, so graphic design and yoga. If I woke up one day and someone said I no longer had a computer and I couldn't do any of my graphic design or my social media or my online business tools and techniques for yoga teaching, well, that's something that has lit me up for so long. I don't think I could do it. I have to. So my online marketing and online business for yoga teaching and for my yoga studio is something that I would probably pick as one of my top two. So I'd circle that one. And then the last one was yoga studio owner. If I woke up one day and someone said, you are no longer going to manage a yoga studio and do the scheduling and all that, I'd be like, all right, someone else can take it. So yoga studio ownership is not my number one thing as well. So I've got my top two: morning movement and meditation, and business tools and marketing tips for yoga teachers. Those are my top two. And both of those are kind of different. So your list is going to look a little different. You might have two kind of similar ones. Like if I were to say handstands and morning movement, I would pick between one of them because they're both, practice styles. I want to be known for one. Mine are two very different things. And I focus on one of those things right now. One of those things, and the main thing I focus on, is online teaching and tips and marketing tools for yoga teachers. So that's what I've been doing with my yoga business in the past, few months at least. So this is a way that you can gain a little bit of clarity on what you want to do too, is to make a list of 5 things and answer that question. If I woke up one day and could never do this again, how would that make me feel? Narrow it down to the top 2, and then you have to pick between one of those 2. And from there, that's what you want to focus on. It might be a specific audience. It might be a specific style. But instead of asking first what your client wants, figure out what it is that lights you up and go do that. Go teach that. And that's what I'm proposing that you do. So make that list of all the things regarding yoga that you love and narrow it down. From there, you can find your ideal client or your ideal student. If I were to go the path of teaching my morning movement and meditation, I might look back at some of my past clients and see what they struggled with and to define who it is that they are, what their struggles are, and how I can help them. I also think about how this has helped me in my life, and I start to write my story around what this has done for me. So that's what you could go do too, is pick that one, write your story around how it's changed your life, and then figure out what are the struggles, what are the barriers to why people are not doing this. All right, I hope that was helpful. This was a little, insider tip on how to find a yoga teacher clarity statement or a niche for your yoga business. Use this exercise and see how I helped you. And reach out and let me know if this was helpful and what you found out. I would love to hear from you. By the way, I don't even think I introduced myself. My name is Ashley, and I own Ash's Yoga and Ash's Yoga Studio here in Poulsbo, Washington. And I love helping new yoga teachers find clarity in their yoga teaching business and help them get online and teaching confidently, especially in these current Corona times when none of us can teach anymore. So how do we do it without being in a studio or a gym? And it's getting specific in what we want to offer and going and teaching that. It's not the camera. It's not the technology you've got. If you've got an iPhone or a phone or a laptop, you're fine. It's not all of that. It's stepping back and saying, what is it that I'm truly passionate about and want to help others with? Go find it and go teach it. Keep sharing. And I can't wait to see what you came up with. All right, bye.